We are live with Lunch Break Live. Susan Pratt, what are you making today?
I am making a vegan Thai noodle salad with the best ever spicy peanut lime sauce. And trust me, it is the best ever.
Oh my gosh, let's get cooking. Take it away.
Let's get cooking. So what we're gonna do now is I have these, they're pad Thai rice noodles. They're gluten-free. I'm gonna put them in a pot of boiling water. And now watch these very closely. They can go from perfect to mush in like a blink. So I'm just gonna watch these. This is boiling. We're gonna soak those. And so while we're doing that, we're gonna get to this best ever spicy peanut lime sauce. And I know it's a big claim saying best ever, but I stand by it. What makes it the best ever is it's adaptable to your taste. Every time you make a sauce, it's gonna be a little bit different. And everybody's has different ingredients, different soy sauces, different peanut butter. So I show you in my blog post at susancooksvegan.com how to adapt it to you. So that's what makes it the best ever, because we all like things, you know, the way we like them. So we're gonna start with some peanut butter. That's the base. And if you have a nut allergy, or you know you're bringing this to a school, like you're packing it for a lunch, then you can sub almond butter. Absolutely, that works. So we got the peanut butter in. And next we have some apple cider vinegar. I like apple cider because it just has a little bit of sweetness. You can use rice wine vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar. It's really adaptable. So, and that's what I love about this dish. You can have a different dish every time if you like, and it's adaptable for what you have in your fridge at the time. So I give you lots of adaptations. So that was, let me give you the ingredients. So this is gonna serve two, and I've got, it was 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter, and that was 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm gonna go with 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now, if you're gluten-free, use tamari, and this dish is completely gluten-free because rice noodles have no gluten. So we're gonna mix that in, and then what am I missing? Oh, maple syrup. So I've got 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, and if you like this a bit sweeter, you can just add more. So we're gonna mix this together, and then we're gonna taste it, and you can add more or less. Now, my favorite part of this is the lime, and I don't know, I think we all have brought in home some produce, limes especially, and you go to cut them open and they're like sawdust inside. That really annoys me. So what I do to get some more juice out of my limes, you can actually microwave them for about 30 seconds and it will loosen the pulp, or you can use your hand and roll it. You gotta get some aggression out here. You can roll it on your cutting board, get it all in, it's gonna break that pulp. Now, another tip too is I usually get the rind off before I juice it to use in other recipes. It's just helpful. I put it in the freezer and I just have it in hand. And then one more tip. I'm using this tongs for my noodles. I'm gonna use it for my limes too. So you go like this and you get it. And you get so much more juice. So there's a little tip. You can use your tongs for the limes as well. So I'm gonna put 4 limes, the juice of 4 limes in this, but I wanna check my noodles first because like I said, they can go from perfect to kind of snotty and let me taste it. Okay, a little bit hard, so we're gonna go 1 more minute. And while we're doing that, I'm going to juice more limes. All right. Okay, so, and then we're just gonna whisk this up. So I'm doing this in a bowl. You could also do it in a blender, like a hand blender works too. And I always make extra of this sauce. It's so good. You can dip it, dip summer rolls in it, spring rolls. You can put it on noodle bowls. You can eat it with a spoon. No one's gonna judge. I do it sometimes. All right. Here we go. And then lastly, what we're going to do too, because so we're going to use it instead of a dipping sauce, we're going to use this as like a dressing, a salad dressing, right? So we don't want it super thick. So I'm going to show you here what I've got. So I'm just going to mix this together. And you can see the fats in the peanut butter, you know, it's kind of lumpy, right? So we don't want that because then you're going to get lumps of peanuts butter in your mouth. So I'm going to take a little bit of hot water. Now just do it like a tablespoon or two at a time until you get your consistency. Because you want it to be kind of like pancake batter in a way, like not too runny. This is good. This is great. Okay, so here's the tip. So we're going to taste this and just make sure it's to our liking. If you want more salt in it, oh my gosh, that's so good.
Oh my gosh. Susan, this is so exciting. Welcome to Lunch Break Live, everybody. We are a daily show on janeunchained.com. Okay, now we are so curious. Can you recap what you put in the sauce? We have people joining every moment. Thank you for joining us here. Susan Pratt, what's in the sauce? Can you show us?
I can. So this is the best ever spicy peanut lime sauce. It's a mouthful and it's delicious. We have 3/4 cup of smooth peanut butter. You can substitute almond if you want to be peanut free. I had 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. If you're gluten-free, just sub tamari, and this dish is completely gluten-free. And I have the juice of 4 limes. And now here's the spicy part. We have sriracha. So you can leave this out if you don't like spice. I like spice, so I'm gonna add a good tablespoon here. Because I like it. You could also use jalapenos as a topping instead of the sriracha. That's totally fine. And we added a little bit of water just to thin it out because it is a dressing. We want it to coat the noodles. We don't want it really, really thick. And make extra because this dip is fantastic on with spring rolls, with summer rolls, on top of rice, on top of salad, everything. So I just took the noodles. We boiled some rice noodles for about 4 minutes. And now I've taken them to the sink and I'm going to run cold water over them because this is a cold noodle salad dish. So what we're going to do is running the cold water, it cools down the noodles, but it also gets rid of some of the starches. All right.
Again, you are live with Lunch Break Live on Jane Unchained News. We're going to find this recipe and thousands more printable on janeunchained.com, y'all. You can head over to the website. This is the best ever. This is a new recipe revealed. Oh my gosh, we are in the kitchen with amazing vegan chef Susan Pratt as she creates this delicious dish. Now, you are a mom, you are an entrepreneur, and you are just giving it all. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got those noodles in there. You got a platter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to my kitchen, by the way.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm in North Vancouver, and it's sunny and beautiful here.
Yes.
And I've got some ingredients that I got from my garden, too.
Oh my gosh, you're making veggies in your garden. I'm so excited. Tell us what you're making over there.
Okay,
growing.
so this Thai Noodle Salad, this serves 2. Okay, on my blog, I have it serving 6. This is a great recipe. If you want to double or triple it, you can make it on Sunday night and have it for lunch the rest of the week. It stays really, really well in the fridge. So I love this, and it's suitable for all eaters. It can be gluten-free, it can be peanut-free. It's just full of veggies. You can adapt them to your taste. You can put what you have in the fridge on it. So it's really, really versatile. So I've got the noodles into a bowl here, and I'm going to toss it with this dressing. I'm going to save a little bit of extra because
I heard you say you're growing some some veggies in your garden too. Is that right?
I do. I have a vegetable garden. I'm still kind of learning. It's taken me 3 years to really get something going, but it's a labor of love. But I've gotten some mint from my garden. I've gotten some peppers, and what else did I get? Oh, some pansies. I'm garnishing these with pansies. Did you know these are edible?
Closer, let me see. Wait. Oh my goodness. Delicious.
Yeah, so lots of flowers are edible. Make sure that, here, I'm just going to move the camera a bit. Just make sure that they're from a garden or an organic source, not from a bouquet of flowers, because those are covered in pesticides. So you want to make sure they're safe flowers to eat. Also, roses are edible. What else? Daylilies, nasturtiums. I have so many. I think it's so pretty to eat some flowers, and it pretties up the dish. All right. So now we're going to plate the 2 noodle bowls. I have this covered in sauce. Now, depending on your taste, you can have more sauce or less sauce, but you can see it beautifully coats the noodles right there. You can see. So if you're making this ahead, toss the noodles in the sauce when you're about to serve it. If you put it in the fridge, don't worry, the peanut butter will get a little bit firmer because it's a fat. Just let it come to room temperature before you serve it. Not to worry. I mean, or you can eat it right as is. It's all delicious. Okay, now we're going to top our noodle bowl. And I have some vegetables here. Now, these are just my choice of vegetables. I have shredded carrot, shredded purple cabbage, yellow pepper, green pepper, cucumbers, lettuce, and then herbs, right? Thai food is all about the flavors and the combination of savoriness. So I've got some Thai basil, I've got some lemon balm from my garden, some mint from my garden. Parsley works great here too. I've got cilantro. So here's a tip for you. So treat your herbs like you would a bouquet of flowers. I keep mine in water. So that way they stay fresh and they don't limp. And sometimes they regrow. I'll put a basil in here and it'll get roots. And then I can plant it in my garden. So there's a little tip. Treat them like flowers.
Amazing. Wow. Look at all these tips we're getting, everybody, all the way from, you said you're in Vancouver, is that right?
I am. I'm in North Vancouver.
Amazing. All right. So look at this bowl, everybody. Gorgeousness. That peanut sauce that you mentioned, I can't wait to make that and dip veggies in it as well. Throw it over rice, the rice noodles, incredible, delicious. Everyone is wanting to come over now. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Okay, look at all this good stuff I'm putting on. So other things too, you can put edamame on here. You could put snow peas. You could put, like, really, my saying is that if it grows together, it goes together. So there really isn't any kind of, what wouldn't you want to put on this? I don't know. What wouldn't you want to put on this? Take a guess. I think anything would go. Okay, so I've got lettuce, mint, basil. What else? Oh, tofu. So here's, so I just put firm tofu on top for some protein and some texture. You could leave it out. You could put tempeh. You could put, some seitan on it. Whatever you like. It's your dish. That's really what I love. You can just customize this. It's great to bring to a potluck. And again, it's great to make ahead for meal prep. And then I like to top my tofu with some chopped peanuts and some black sesames. And this is why I left some extra sauce. If you wanted to drizzle some more sauce on here, you can. Totally up to you. But right now, this is my bowl.
It looks incredible. Oh my gosh, Susan, this has been such a fun show and people are going wild for this. They would love to have you back. And I can imagine what it's like juggling, having a 3-year-old, plus do all the work that you do with your blog. Look at this, everybody. How gorgeous. We're going to head over to at Susan Cooks Vegan all over the place. You can find her on her website as well as Instagram. Head on over, give her a follow, take a look at the recipe. You can print it. JaneUnchained.com. Yes, go for it. Are you going to add some sauce? Oh, she's going to.
I'm going to eat this. This is so good.
Go for it. Look at that perfectly delicious meal, everybody. Wow. Here, easy, quick. I think you did that in about 15 minutes. Mm. 100% plant-based. Kelly says, hi, Stacy, Tom. We got Betty Ann Cornwall. And let's see who else is in here. Sarah Siegel. Oh, Stephanie Bosco says, this would raise my vibration. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Thank you so much, Debbie, for your comments as well. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Lunch Break Live again. You can find Susan over here on her Instagram and her website as well. Mm-hmm. And you're going to find that printable recipe at JaneUnchained.com. Oh my gosh. Thank you again. And let's see the bowl one more time as we head out.
Of course. And thank you so much for having me. I'm so inspired by the work that you do for animals. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here working with you. It really, really is. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, Susan, you're a pleasure. And thanks to Angel Yummy Vegan for introducing us.
Yes.
And we'll see you all next time, 12:30 daily. Thanks again. Lunch Break Live. Checking out now with Susan Pratt. See you soon. Bye, everyone.